Okay, so the question was regarding the arm drag from this initial starting position. The arm drag works because I control the wrist and I control the arm underneath the tricep with no thumb. And I use this just so that the person can't swim inside. If I don't hold the wrist and I pull, maybe they can just put the arm in front, right, and come away from the arm drag. So I use the wrist to keep the arm a little more mobilized. And when I drag, I'm going to push the wrist and pull the arm at the same time, like this, right? That's the direction I want them going. I want to pull the arm across the body. If I just pull the arm across the body, then I set up what's called a drag-redrag. Look, I give him, right here, the same grip that I've taken on him. And now because he's already got the angle set, it's easy for him to pull me and step around the corner, and he can go to my back pretty easily. So, I don't want to set myself up for a drag-redrag. What I want to do to make sure the arm drag is effective is hold the wrist, hold the arm, and first I want to pull him back a little bit like this. Not too far where he ends up coming over me and I fall to my back, right? And I have to recover the guard because I want to be in a superior position here. I want to hold the wrist, go underneath, and I want to pull him a little bit, and just when I see him start to tip forward, that's when I pull him sideways and take a step right here. So two things are happening, right? I'm pulling him across after I get him going forward. I want him like this and then that. If I don't tip forward, I just pull across and now he can re-drag me. Because look at all the space. Look at all the space. When I use the arm drag, the goal is not just to pull him. It's to pull myself to him. So it's not merely me controlling the wrist, holding, getting him rocked forward, and then pulling all of him to me. That's a lot to do. That's a lot to do, right? Especially if the guy's bigger, stronger. It's going to be a big effort to use one hand and just his arm to pull his entire body to me. So what I want to do is pull myself to him. Use the wrist to make sure he doesn't swim in front. Get him leaning forward a little bit. And then when I pull him across, pull the arm across, I want to pull my chest to him. And maybe I take a step with this foot to complete that corner. Because if I don't and I'm just like that, I still have all this space here. Look, this arc right here, that needs to be filled. So how do I fill it? Final component. Hold the wrist, hold the arm, get him rocking forward, pull him across, and step at the same time close to him as I pull my chest to his body. So 1, 2. Let's look at it from this side now, and we're going to immediately cover, right? We're going to immediately cover. So we hold the wrist, hold the arm, step around the corner, and immediately cover. How? We can get an over-under grip, but we don't want to commit to the grip too much. If we commit to the grip and we think that the grip is what allows us to hold the back, he'll easily be able to maybe stretch the leg and sit down to the guard, right? He'll easily be able to, if I'm extremely light, he'll easily be able to roll to his guard. And then all this work that I did to get the back is gone. So the main element here, once I, sit up please, once I hold the wrist, capture the arm, get him moving forward, pull him across, pull my chest to him and take the step around the corner. Maybe I hold here for a second just to get my bearings, but look, the main element is my hips have to cover his hips. My hips have to cover his hips. My chest can be on his back, but I don't want to cross over this line because then he holds this arm right here and he just rolls that way. Right now I'm reversed from that side. So how do I prevent all these things? All the control has to go on the hips. So I hold the wrist, hold the arm, step to the side, get him rocking forward, pull my chest to him, hold a little bit. Look, I just switch. I just switch and sit back. And I want my hips, boom, on his hips. And my head doesn't cross all the way over here where I get rolled. It stays relatively centered. The grip is not important. If you're gripping or holding, it's because you're compensating for your lack of balance and your lack of control. What I want is complete coverage of the hips, just like I would in any position where his back is on the ground. And I wait here, and we'll look at how to move to the next position. One more time. the wrist. My mistake. Hold the wrist. That was a test. Hold the wrist. Hold the arm. This just controls. And this drags across as I pull my chest to him, right? Get him going forward a little bit and then across. And now I fill that space by pulling my chest in and taking a step. All together, it looks like this. Boom. Maybe you make the over-under here. But if you stay like this, we know he's got many avenues of escape. And if I put my head too far over, I know I'm going that way. So the main thing here that I like to do is switch. Look, switch. Stay on this side, camera. The main thing to do here is switch the legs like this. And get the hip on the hip. Look, the hip is here, on his hip. Now if I need to make a grip, I can, but you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. You wait here, and you touch and you play your options, and you keep your balance, and you control his hips. He's going to be trying to maybe stand up. He's going to be trying to buck you off forward. He's going to be trying to stretch the leg and sit down and replace the guard. He's going to be trying to roll. So everything has to be here. I'm low, I'm heavy on the hips, I'm tight, and my head is on this side, the same side as the rest of my body, not over here. Okay, makes sense? Let's go.